Welcome to The New Next, a podcast that addresses current events and how they will impact the future. Co-hosted by the inquisitive public speaking champion, Mike McVeigh, and energy, economics, and technology expert, Matt Jensen. Join us as we explore all things energy, economic, tech, and political, and how they will affect our future.
Podcasts typically grow by word of mouth. If you know anyone who would enjoy this content, sharing this in a message or by posting on social media would mean the world to us. Thanks for listening, and let's get started.
So I have a car.
Oh, nice. What do you got?
I got a Tucson, a Hyundai Tucson.
Sweet.
It actually has a little bit more legroom than the Santa Fe, and sadly more room than both the Sorento and the Sportage from Kia.
So you're happy with your purchase?
Based on the fact that we had to buy something, based on the current crisis of cars, and what's available. Literally last night when we went to go look at a couple vehicles, 4 or 5 of them had been sold from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m. And when we got there this morning, thankfully the one that I kind of liked was what we ended up with.
Cool. Yeah, I'm probably going to be buying a new car here soon also.
The problem is that within the next 3 months, they're expecting prices to go up as much as 25%.
Wow.
The crazy thing on this is that my Kia Sorento was a 2016 Kia Sorento. It was a base model. The sticker price was approximately $26,000. Today, I sat in a 2016 Kia Sorento used with 100 and something thousand miles on it, and they were asking for $24,000.
Wow.
Because the prices are just so crazy right now. And then on top of it, every single dealership is like whatever's on the MSRP price, they're adding about anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000 to the price of the vehicle because they can.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And while we were talking to because we had to do some financing, and we were talking to the liaison or whatever, and she's like, well, what they're asking for is 115% more than the MSRP. So blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa. The price you mentioned is not the MSRP. So fortunately I took a picture of it and sent it to her. So it was only 111% instead of 115%. So for those of you, depending if this makes it, that are looking at buying a new car, right now, the dealers can pretty much do whatever they want to you. The good news is they did buy back my old Sorento for $1,500. Considering the condition it was in, I am happy that we got more than nothing. So,
yeah, that's great.
But
yeah, I'm probably not going to buy a super high class Volvo next time. So we'll see what I get. But
yeah, there's some cars that have not been on the shelves for over 6 months, according to some of the things I've been reviewing. So in the 2022, 2023, in fact, we were the first ones to sit in a 2023 Sportage that one of the dealerships had, which was nice, but again, was just way too expensive for something that was considered like only the second worst or fifth best Kia SUV. So,
what did they tell you about why they said that prices were going to go up in 3 months?
This is just speculation from other people that, based on how everything else is going, we're being. So just since we last talked about like the paper crisis, specifically envelopes, it's even worse now. So I found out a little bit more information. Hedge funds are the ones who are buying up the paper mills and converting them all to basically cardboard box mills for shipping. And until there's enough demand, and none of the paper mills are willing to, like they're only giving a percent, so much inventory to each person. Like you can't buy up the entire inventory. So it's causing a fake shortage. I mean, there is a shortage overall, but they're causing is this the GameStop thing from last year where they're creating a fake stoppage or whatever, just so that way. Yeah. Squeeze. They're trying to squeeze a little bit more out, but they're not raising the price on that. They're just trying to be more fair on who's using it. But the people who, it's not like the prices are being jacked up by the people who are actually trying to get as much of it as possible. It's the ones who don't care that are jacking the price up. So yeah, there's some interesting things with that. I know for a special emergency,
capitalism as at its finest.
Yeah. Or what is it? I think New York Times called it greedism or something. On top of all this, we're seeing, again, we talked about this when we first started the podcast, we're seeing more and more items that were regular items no longer being available. Or I needed to order 80 of a specific medical kit for work, and there's only 2 available.
Yeah.
I was just glad that the inventory actually told me that there was only 2 available. The problem is that I still need 78 more. And there's nothing else comparable that we've been able to find yet. We've looked at hundreds of websites and people who do that kind of stuff for a living, and it's been difficult finding anything even close to being similar. So I can just say from the supply standpoint, we are definitely in a very bad spot. If you would like to learn more about the New Next podcast, find us at thenewnextpodcast.com, where you can suggest a topic you would like for us to cover. If you enjoyed what you heard, share the podcast, tell a friend about it, or rate us with 5 stars. We appreciate you.